Okay, let's build up for this final because it's big, this. This is the fourth one. Discard comes in. Could see some big movers and shakers. If people results don't go the way they wanted here, we could see a big switch around. So, yeah, lots to play for here. Windsurf in this, Prien, Rakowski, Storman, Franz, Giacchino, Board, Dowdorf, Mortafon, and Cousin. Who could be the big movers? Obviously, as bad as it sounds, Mortafon could be the big mover here, whichever way it might be. If he was to get a disaster, well, he wouldn't move that much, actually. He's got 2 first places, but he could move the other way. If he gets a good result, he could be very, very difficult to beat here in Tenerife. He's got 2 first places and an 8th. Jordi Vonk is obviously not in this. He will be on 10.7 points no matter what. So Pierre Mortafon will finish ahead of him no matter what, because he already is ahead of him. So whatever he gets here is irrelevant, but he can get further ahead. Matteo Giacchino, a 2nd and a 5. He wants to get rid of a 7th. So Giacchino needs to finish better than 7th. He wants a win, really, if he wants to have a chance of winning this thing. Bruno Martini doesn't make this final. Maciej Rakowski, 2 third places and a 10th. So he needs a good one here, Maciej. Really does. Amado Windsurf, a 4th and a 2nd. And he's got a 12th. So he needs a good one here. And then as we go down, it gets a little bit more consistent, the results. You know, Ingmar, Prien, Tati, they can't move as much. So, Giacchino, Rakowski, Windsurf, Mortafon. They're the kind of players here who could make some big gains or not so much. Okay, let's see if we can spot out where they are. We've got 0.7 down this bottom end. Windsurf, maybe. No, Windsurf's up the top. It looks like Tati Franz has gone pin end. So Tati Franz down this bottom end. Don't usually see him down the pin end. Interesting. Matteo Giacchino again right up next to the boat. Interesting. So Tati fancies his chances down here. Has he nailed it? Maybe he has, you know. Although up the boat end looks like a big advantage. Tati Franz was way off the line there. Could have been 10 metres ahead, but he's had a good start, Tati Franz, down this bottom end. He's giving up a bit of downwind down the swell, but sometimes it can work out. Maciej Rakowski looking good. Prien looking good. Mortafon also looking good. The 3 Pride boys. Matteo Giacchino as well. But Tati Franz down this pin end, even though he wasn't right on the line, he's looking great. It's a good angle to come in from. It just makes the jibe a little bit more tricky. But Prien pushing Maciej Rakowski hard. Pierre Mortafon pushing down from the top. Then we've got Matteo Giacchino looking to go from the outside to in. And it is going to be Pierre Mortafon shutting the door. Tati Franz trying to push inside. Maciej Rakowski pushed him out. And Prien gets a great jibe on the inside. It's advantage Nico Prien for me. Great jibe from the German. Good jibe from Mortafon staying out of trouble. There's a few guys parked up. Maciej Rakowski's come out a bit worse in that exchange. Just got a bit pushed on that jibe, and that just didn't help him. He wasn't able to control his own jibe. And at the front, it's Pierre Mortafon once again, the Frenchman, the reigning Slalom-X world champion, current event leader. He is pushing for another first place. Is he making it boring? Is he too good? I don't know. He's absolutely dominating right now. Pierre Mortafon gets round. Prien, though. Good jibe from Prien. He's going to get a bit of a run on him here. There's a bit of swell, and Prien's going to get the first mover. So Prien has a chance to win. He's had a few cancellations from winning positions. Could this be the German's race? Could this be YouTube going crazy? He's got a lot of fans out there. Nico Prien fighting it out with a fellow teammate, we have to say right now. He's not sponsored, Mortafon, but he is using Neil Pride Sales in this event. But Nico Prien is showing he's got the skills. He showed he'd got the speed earlier. He's got 2 jibe marks to go, and he's got a healthy looking lead. Mortafon just needs no mistakes. A 2nd place would be great. He doesn't need to worry about Nico Prien right now. Nico with a great jibe there, though. keeping the dream alive of an elimination win. Not a great lot of wind out of that mark as Tatty Frans pumps his way out. Vrieswijk pumps his way out. And Prien extends his lead over Pierre Mortefon. Surely this is the win Nico's been looking for. Surely it has to come right now. He has just got some distance on the second and third place riders. Tatty Frans has put some work in here. Pierre Mortefon has dropped back. We've got one jibe mark to go, but it is the German, El Presidente of the PWA, that is going to go round the last jibe mark in first place. Surely he can't mess it up from here. Just needs to stay high, a little bit of a wobble on that rail, but makes it round clean. Mortefon on the next swell. Then we've got it's Vrieswijk in third, Tatty Frans in fourth, Matteo Iachino in fifth, then Maciek Rakowski, then Cedric Board, and then I can't count, but out in front, Nico Prien is going to take the win, surely, of this fourth elimination on day number 4 here in Tenerife for the Hostel Playa Surf CBbC Windsurfing Grand Slam. Tenerife, this is how it's looking. Nico Prien has been sailing here for a while. He's been training here. He's been putting the work in. And he has finally got that victory that he has definitely deserved. What a win that is for Nico Prien. Great performance. You know, didn't have it easy. Had Pierre Mortefon right with him. Mortefon extends to a massive lead for this event and getting one hand maybe on the world title with the way that forecast is looking. Matteo Iachino a little bit further back there, sandwiched in between Vrieswijk and Tatty Frans. Then we see Rakowski going over the line. And then we've got, looks like Dowdorf, Board, maybe Cousin, Stallman. But that is what Mr. Nico Prien would have wanted. He's going to be spending a fair bit of time here in Tenerife. It was a good one down the pin end. Definitely pin end bias. If Tatty had been on the line, he would have been first round, I'm pretty sure. But that Tatty and Maciek getting a bit tight on that jibe made it really difficult for Rakowski to do that jibe. And then he was a sitting duck. Couldn't get the rail in, and you just have to sort of bobble. Yeah, this was when Nico did the damage on that outside jibe, got the swell right, bore off, and then he did some real damage on this inside jibe. He just pulled out. It looked like Mortefon was struggling to get out the jibes, and Nico's been doing well all day, actually. Not easy in those light patches, but Nico flying. And that what it is. Make it round that last jibe. You're home and dry, so to speak. Bam. Happy with that. So there we go. Just walking in. We're going to go straight down to interviews on the beach. Sarah Jackson.
Yeah, actually first win on the fin because the last one was on the foil. So yeah, I'm stoked to pull it off, especially after today. I kind of did it once and then it got cancelled, so yeah, I just want to let it sit in for a while.
Pop your gear down, let's step around and let's talk about it. It was an incredible victory. Pop it down here. You led pretty much from the start, but what did you think when you went round that last mark and you pretty much stopped?
It didn't feel like stopping for me.
Looked like it.
No. I had a good wave and I saw that I had a good lead, so risk management, don't push too hard and just take it easy from there. But I didn't lead from the beginning because I think 2 or 3 guys went in front of me into the jibe and I pulled up behind them and I took the inside. I thought for once I'd do something different in the jibe and it paid off.
And then you overtook Pierre. What was that feeling?
Yeah, I guess the waves lined up for me and it's yeah, he's a tough guy to overtake. He has kind of the most experience here, so it feels good.
He's also now your teammate pretty much. Going head to head, same gear, rolling him underneath. Talk me through that.
Yeah, I mean, it's super cool to have so many prides in the top 10 here and to show that we can perform and deliver, and then fighting with the ball. You kind of have in the back of your head that he has the same gear and you know what the gear is capable of. So yeah, it was a tough fight, but all good.
Talk me through the emotions right now.
Well, I don't know. I have to let it sit in for a while.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, there we go. Nico Prien, happy boy. First win ever on the fin. Like I say, you've been won on the foil for the first time this year, I think it was. And now he's had a win on the fin, and it feels pretty good, you know. You can see. There's the missus. She works down in the centre, down in Hotel Playa Surf. I don't know if the centre's got a different name, but it's attached to the hotel. So, yeah, I'm sure he's, like I said, I'm sure he's going to be spending a bit of time here in Tenerife. He already is here quite a lot, but maybe a bit more now. Who knows? But, yeah, so we're going to get the results up when they've updated. I'm not sure they've updated yet, but as soon as they've updated, we will bring them up and see how it has shifted the overalls. We should have 4 eliminations on the results if they have been updated. Yes, they've been updated, and there's literally only one leader right now. Wow. And look who's in second place. Should we do a spoiler alert? Look at the view, though. You can see that. That is Cabezzo Beach there, and then South Bay just behind. So we've got Cabezzo, which is the wave spot before I go into the results. And then on the corner, you've got the harbour wall, another wave spot. And then down in South Bay, which is basically the free ride section, that is where Hotel Playa Surf is. So, you know, the hotel that is sponsoring this event is in the other bay. And this is kind of one of the well, famous wave spots of Tenerife. But such a great view from that drone. So there we go. That's the results. Yes, Pierre Mortefon. Amazing lead at the top. First, and a second. So 3.4 points, discards the 8th. Amado Vrieswijk up into second place. 4th, 2nd, and 3rd on the fin. Amado Vrieswijk, interesting. Really good to see that. Jordi Vonk in 3rd place. You know, discards that last result, but counts the others. And then in 4th place, Matteo Giacchino gets a 5th in the last one. So he's discarding a 7th on 12 points, then equal points with Maciek Rakowski.
Pretty good. I did not expect that at all. I mean, I know that I had a good result today. It was a shame of the first one, but the confidence was there. I had good starts today. The first reach was a bit tricky for me always, but even in this last final, I think I came from that last to 3rd. So the jibes are there, the acceleration is there, the racing itself is there. So pretty stoked.
What's the secret today?
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay, what's the setup?
The whole day on the 107, the 7.8 and the 37 fin. Felt great. I did land a bigger fin from Jordi, so thanks to him. And since then I'm flying. So.
And now you overtook him in the rankings.
Yes. Oh, where is he? I want to see him.
Is he going to steal it back for tomorrow?
I don't know. You know, it's very tricky. You can see even Jordi, he was leading by a mile, and then the second in the semi he was not there. You know, so it's all about timing with the swell. It's not easy out there. You need to time it well. Also, sometimes I pass the mark to stay on the swell, to keep going. I think I did the same now with Matteo, and I'm passing from below in the final. So these are all stuff you have to take in consideration.
You're a guy that's kind of focused more on the foil recently. Yeah. Now to be doing so well in the fin, have you really been training it, or is this?
I've been only on Bonaire for 3 weeks, and I think I did 8 sessions with Tati, and Tati is one of the fastest guys, so it's always good to train with him. But like the sail, I unrolled it yesterday, so it's working.
I guess they're working straight out of the bag.
Yeah, straight out the bag.
Tell me what it is.
It's the 0.7 racing sail, 7.8. Easy as that.
It seems to be working. We're going to have a talk to the event winner. He stood behind, leader, sorry, Pierre.
Good, huh?
You had some good battles with Amado today?
Yeah, I always have some advance, but he always coming back in my ass. So now it was good. It was good to finish the day like this. I was sticky a little bit on the second jibe, and the first jibe I hit super hard the mark, and they are stiff. It was okay, but then I arrived a little bit low on the second one, and Nico had a good jibe. But then when I saw it was him, it was a little bit different. I wanted to focus on the point too. And then, yeah, 1 and 2nd, plus a discard, it's okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a good day. It puts you quite a long way up top.
Yeah, but
it
could be way better, but it's like this.
When you had that bad race to start with, how did you reset?
Yeah, like you said, it's reset. It's like if we start a new day, I know it's going to be a long week, so for sure there will be mistakes. The goal is to make the less mistake as possible, but the other one are doing some mistake. It's tricky out there. It's not easy. It's wavy, bumpy. the wind is changing. You sometimes can start on the pin, sometimes at the boat. So it's really not easy. And the level, honestly, it's super high, and you can go quick out.
Is it some of the most technical, tactical racing you've done for a while?
Yes, it's special because I think in the past when we had 3 boards, like big board and bigger sail, we could sail on a bigger gear, and it makes things a bit different, a bit more powerful, but it can help on the mistake. Now with the gear we have, you have no room for mistakes, so it's important to have the good angle, the good wind, and once you are covered, it's super hard.
Congratulations on a great day, and good luck for the rest of the week.
Yes, see you tomorrow.
Back to Ben in the studio.
Yeah, there we go. Interesting stuff. I like listening to Amado as well, saying that, you know, he's going past the mark, jibing on the swells, and you can see he's one of the best guys around the marks. I said it earlier, he races on the sim, and you see him. I went go-kart racing with the other day. The guy is an absolute machine when it comes to racing. He's just on another level, and it's really interesting how serious when he gets into it. He's solid. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how far he can push. Obviously, Pierre Mortefon, I think we don't need to say anything more on that fella. He is absolutely destroying it right now. One mistake today has cost him, and you can say that hurts him a little bit, but still, first, and a second. Pretty solid, that is for sure. Interesting also what Pierre said about he saw it was Nico, and he's like, okay, it's not so, you know, because Nico isn't challenging for those top 3 places. So that place is like, well, I can let it go, and it's not going to hurt me. I don't want to push and try and beat him and then make a mistake, and then I lose much more, which is what happened in the first one today, because he was in 3rd place around the last mark. I mean, it would have been a pretty incredible day. So Pierre Mortefon looking very good. Amado up in 2nd, which is great to see. Jordi Vonk after that last mistake, but still stays in 3rd. Giacchino 4th, Maciek 5th. Prien moves up into 6th place ahead of Bruno Martini of, you know, what could have been if he'd have made it into that final. Bruno. Tati Franz 8th, Daldorf 9th, and Lohan Jewel in 10th place. I have enjoyed the racing. Let us know in the comments what you think of the racing today. You know, it's not been the full crazy power jumping over sausage stuff, but I think it's been super technical. Like Pierre said, you can't make any mistakes. You've got to be fully on it. You can't relax for a minute. You've got to get the swell right. You know, they're going quick, 33 plus knots. Good day. So thanks to everyone for tuning in. That is it for day number 4. Join us tomorrow for day number 5. Will we get in the waves? Will we see the juniors? Will we see the masters? Will we see the pro men or pro women? Or will we be doing Slalom-X once again? You will have to tune in to find out.